3, 2. No falta que deje. Joder, menos mal. Muy buenos a todos, chicos, chicas, reyes, reinas, bienvenidos al canal. Hoy continuamos con el evento de Rito de la Linterna, o los colores de la primavera, como queráis llamarlo. En el episodio anterior, pues, vinimos aquí con Gaming a la montaña de Augan. Porque básicamente, pues, queríamos hablar con Xianyun, porque Xianyun, o la preservadora de nubes, nos dijo que veníamos aquí para hacer cometas, básicamente. Y nada, nos hemos encontrado con todo el panorama y estamos haciendo cometas. Porque la temática de este año del Rito de la Linterna son las cometas. Entonces pues hay como un concurso y hay que ganarlo, ¿sabéis? O sea, no es obligatorio, pero hay que ganarlo, coño. Sería bonito. Hacemos una cometa de Paimon. He sacado, tenemos que hacer una cometa con forma de Paimon.
Oh, that's not a completely crazy idea.
Claro.
If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
Claro. Siguiendo las instrucciones de Xianyun, preparas el marco de la cometa. Ojo, qué guapa. No jodas, como no ganemos, chaval.
Now, what expression should we give her? Since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky.
Debería lucir orgullosa, debería asustada, debería parecer que se siente culpable por algo. Venga, debería lucir orgullosa, anda. Vamos a hacerle un favor a Paimon. A ver, déjamelo pensar un poquito más. A ver, quiero ver, o sea, si lo de a las otras, ¿qué me dice? Asustada. Joder, es que esto me hace más gracioso. Está más gracioso eso, en verdad. A ver, déjame pensarlo más, quiero ver la última opción. Debería decir que se siente culpable por algo. ¿Cuál elegimos? ¿Orgullosa, asustada o culpable? Nah, culpable no me gusta, porque no me gusta la cara que va a poner. Asustada estaría gracioso y orgullosa es la que más mola, en verdad. ¿Qué preferimos? Yo creo que prefiero que luzca orgullosa, ¿no? En plan de boom, está aquí en el cielo, ¿sabéis? Bueno, debería... no, orgullosa, orgullosa. Sí, eso me gusta. Asustada estoy seguro de que sería gracioso, pero bueno. Me gusta la opción de esto.
It's done. Paimon has to say, Kai Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Y va, se nos acabó el tiempo.
Oh, Xianyun's calling us.
¿Qué querrá ahora?
Let one take a look.
¿Qué está mirando? Es que no me deja darle, ¿sabéis? ¡Ojo!
Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow.
Hola, hola, la de gaming. O sea, ¿esto era un Shuyu o lo que llamamos con el anterior?
Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image.
¿Y la nuestra?
If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
Hostia, mirad la cara que tiene la de Ganyu y Senge, tío.
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
Bueno, está bien ahí. Hemos pasado tarde.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
No, solamente es la que más mola de
The eyes
todas.
and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, traveler?
Me la vais a flipar. Es que claro. Es la polla, chaval. La mejor de todas, sin duda.
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
A esta
Is
no me
that-
gusta.
The Jade Chamber?
Ojo.
Oh?
¿Ningún? Hostia, ningún hace muchísimo que no la vemos en un evento, ¿eh? Una ráfaga de viento sopla y lleva la cámara de Jade a los pies de todos.
Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission?
Verás.
Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such
Hostia, cómo mola,
impertinence.
se ha convertido ahí en...
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Serán
Cloud
algunos
Retainer?
niños, ¿no?
Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Bueno, voy para allá.
Master's
Pero...
going to be okay, right?
Bueno,
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
pero hombre, si son niños...
There's wind up ahead. Looks like we can glide over.
Ojo que guay, nos han dado la cometa. Si son niños, imagino que tampoco les hará nada, ¿no? Es que no creo que sean niños, básicamente, pero... Porque, a ver, si son niños no nos habrían puesto esta escena, ¿sabéis? Uy, cómo mola. Claro, si fuesen niños no estaríamos usando... No estaríamos liando la que estamos liando, ¿sabéis? No sé si será Ningguan, es que Ningguan, tío, lleva... Normalmente suele aparecer en los ritos de la linterna, ¿sabéis? Suele aparecer en los ritos de la linterna, pero vamos. O sea, ¿te imaginas que fuese Najida? No lo creo, pero... Digo, porque Najida está en el banner y, coño, cuando está en el banner siga que es algo.
This Fontanian device
Buah,
of
estos
mechanical
dos.
motion is quite curious
La decepción
indeed.
más grande que nos ha hecho Hoyover desde hace muchísimo tiempo, tío. Que el ciervo y el pájaro este sean esto,
Now
tío.
is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite. On the subject of said
Pues
kite,
fíjate que sé que
however,
nos hemos dado cuenta.
one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Vaya.
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This
One's fault.
Y vaya.
One seems to recall that
Podrían
releasing
leerse el
the kite was
pensamiento.
no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever.
Está
That may
flipando, cabrón.
suffice during Lantern Rite.
Están ahí
But
hablando
what about the
mentalmente.
Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That
Le
is
tienen
not
miedo.
our kite.
Sean cobardes.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an adeptus? Please
Ah, que
forgive us for
no.
any
Que
impropriety.
no lo sabe. La la preservadora no es que ellos son
I
ellos.
truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint!
Madre mía, pues.
Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Xianyun. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper?
Vaya.
What are you doing here?
Les acabamos de joder todas las cosas. Ella...
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Nah, no tengo ni puta idea.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land.
Le están haciendo la pelota.
Of the...
Digo, perdón.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
¿Se cabrea con nosotros o qué?
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
Vaya. ¿Y esta escena tiene algún tipo de sentido? Es decir, solo nos han presentado al escultor de A1 para morirnos de vergüenza otra vez o qué. Pero bueno, espero que os haya gustado, lo voy a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Espero que os haya gustado, que lo hayáis disfrutado. Y nada, mañana continuamos. Joder, qué bonita es la skin de Ganjo, me cago en Dios. Mañana continuaremos y nada, gracias por ver. Adiós.